Do I have a good side? I don't know. At least one, please.
So, what are your thoughts just after today? You guys.
I mean, it's exactly what you can like dream of, but that you can't like ask for, and it happens. It's New York. When something happened in New York, it's different. It's unique, and it's the same with those players. I told them tons of times, you have an opportunity. It's a unique opportunity, and like hitting a home run in New York is a grand slam all the time. So yeah, that's where we are now, hitting a first grand slam.
Very basic question, but I'm hoping you could just kind of walk me through how you got this opportunity and when this landed on your radar to be GM of this team, and then process of putting staff and a roster together over the past few months.
You want the short or the long version?
Whatever feels right to you. I don't want to
No.
take your whole day.
No,
so,
no. I mean, I'm available, and I'll be available anytime. But it started like a phone call that came while I was in vacation with the family in Disney, and that's what I said. It's probably the magic of Disney that happened, because I got that call saying, "Hey, would you be willing to go back with women hockey?" Because I was in charge, like the 7 years before, I was like in charge in the CHL as a general manager. And they asked me if I would be willing to come back. And from that phone call came like some other phone call with the league interview, and got the job. And I mean, if you're asking me for the long version, 25 years ago, I was supposed to be a coach. I was planning to be a coach, and I was saying on on a sheet of paper to my mentor, I said, in 10 years from now, I'll be coaching in New York. That was in '98. And then kids appear, and I decided to put the coaching away on the aside, and I started to train and to work with professional athletes while coaching women in the youth sport, working at the University of Montreal. And then, well, that was supposed to be 10 years after, but doing women sports with the University of Montreal as a coach, training professional, working as a GM 25 years later. I'm now the GM in New York. So if you're asking me the long story, this is a version here.
Hey, has the family come down yet? I know you've been going back home.
Well, my wife came once. My son is in the back because there's a school strike in Quebec, so he's here for a couple of days. But the family will come just before we go to Toronto, and we'll spend a week or so together, and then they'll go back home. So I'm traveling because I'll have to do some scouting more on top of being a GM. We need to scout to prepare the next draft, prepare like a free agency period, the signing trades. So I'll be flying, driving, and yeah.
Obviously, a lot of work has gone into getting this league off the ground and running to the start of the season. So kind of just like, what does it feel like to be, a week out from that first game and a little bit further away from the home opener?
So happy to finally be there at the starting line, if I may say, because the other line was to prepare. And preparation meant, of course, drafting and doing tons of interview, meeting with staff, creating that team, the staff team, the players. And then we had to work on washer and dryer, as I mentioned in the past. We were building from scratch in each department. Now we're like a week or so away from that first historical game. And that's the main reason why we've done the rest. So just excited for the players, for women in sport, for the people that put tons of energy and money, invest and believe in the players in the league. To me, I just look forward.
I know you guys are splitting your home games between Bridgeport and UBS. Have you had a chance to check out UBS Arena?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's a big building. It's a huge building. It's a great building. It's an opportunity to have those two buildings to reach out to two base of fans. Some might come to the boat. Some might pick one of the two. We have a huge area to represent, and it's an opportunity. At the same time, I mean, we need to create something. So we're gonna have a big bear to face. We're gonna have a big animal to have on our side, but we'll find a way. We'll find a way.
Hey, just a quick final one. Why Micah? As your captain, you have so many great choices.
You know what? The staff and myself, since the first time I had that discussion with her, trying to convince her to join us. Because you have to remember one thing: when we started the league, the 6 teams were authorized to sign 3 free agents, and each of the 5 teams, the 5 other teams, they signed 3 players from their country. So it was Canadian on Canadian side, American on American side, and the only players that signed a contract or a SPA to cross the border, it was Micah. So already from day one, she commit something bigger than herself, joining New York and speaking with her, talking with people from Hockey Canada. We knew that she was a great leader. We have tons of great leaders over there, but doing that team activity, all the players, they had the opportunity to vote, and you should see the result. I mean, it was a no-brainer. Micah was not only the staff choice, but it was the player's choice. So it was easier than we expected because we were facing and we were anticipating some challenge to pick one out of that group. But everybody felt, and I would say we all agreed to sing the same song, so we picked the same one.
It's great.
I wanted to ask if you had any idea when there will be a nickname or a specific logo for your team.
Yeah, I know that the league is working hard on that because it's a unique opportunity to have one, to decide of one. So they're taking the time to do it properly, to create something that will stay in time. On my side, I always repeat the same stuff to the players and the staff. I know, and I look forward to have a name and to have a logo. But to me, it's not about what, it's about how we're going to do stuff. We have 6 teams that are building a team, and what will be the difference at the end is how we do our things. So I prefer to put the focus on that, and once the league will decide what is the name, we're going to represent the name, but at the end of the day, we're going to represent New York. So this is what we need to know to start. We know where we're going to play, we know against who we're going to play, and now we need to make sure that we're going to play it how, the way that will be different. The how we're going to play it will be different, and it will be our way, so that we smile at the end of the year.
This is more of a league question than anything else. But when teams go on the road, is the league chartering flights for the teams?
Yeah, there's rules on the CDA for the players. So, further than 400 miles,
Okay.
we fly.
Okay.
So under 400 miles, we're gonna bus.
Okay.
So for us, it will be only bus to Boston,
Okay.
and the rest of the cities that we're gonna play against will be flying.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.